It is Tuesday, September 15th. It is a synchronous day, so we will be meeting in the Google Classroom, so make sure that you get logged in at the correct time class period that you are. Yesterday's definition of the word of the day, first off, the word of the day for yesterday was asynchronous, and the teachers came up with the definition that it is not a live event or it occurs separately. So this is what we had, and I saw a lot of you had very similar definitions to that, which is fantastic. Today's word of the day, which is coincidentally your first task as well, is observation. And as we go through this week, we're going to slowly get a little bit more into the nature of science, which is our first unit for the year. So I'm excited to get started with what that looks like, and kind of this will pop up a little bit later. And actually, I'll hold off on what I was going to say because I'll talk about it there. So yeah, we're getting into science content later this week. So your word of the day is observation today. So make sure that you fill that in on Google Classroom and then you turn that in just like you did yesterday. Your second task, or I guess during our synchronous activities today, I'll give you time to complete the word of the day, and then we will go through some questions about classroom expectations, the grading policy, or just really in general, like anything science or school related that you have right now. You've done activities on our classroom our online expectations through Google Meets. You have the Google Suite expectations. You have the what was it? The outside tech activity. I can't remember the exact name of it was, but you have all those different tech pieces, and you have our classroom expectations. So a lot to cover there. And then we have our grading policy. So if you have questions on how you'll be assessed this year, we can talk about that. Or if you just, like I said, anything general, we can talk about that too. Once we are done with the Q&A session, I'll give you a 2-minute write, and this will be the prompt. And so this will pop up in a Pear Deck, so I'll probably ask you to join at the beginning of the synchronous meet today. So the question or the prompt that I will have you journal about is, if you could remake the entire schooling system as we know it, and you're required to have school just like we are now, how would you change it, and what would it be like to go through a single day of class? And so as we go through this, I want you to kind of keep in mind with COVID and everything, as we kind of maintain this fluid setting in a sense, I want you to be honest with this question, because right now I'm interested to see how you all imagine school being. COVID is allowing a lot of like creative expansion in some of the classes. And so I'm just trying to think through what would be best for you all. So be very honest with this question or this prompt during class today. And that feedback will be very, very useful in deciding how the rest of this year kind of looks for 8th grade, at least in my class. So please, that'd be awesome. And then lastly, we're going to do a this or that activity like what we were doing the other day, just kind of doing one or the other. I think in some classes the Coke or the Pepsi one got relatively heated, and so I'll have some that some of the classes didn't get to yet last time, and I'll also have some new ones that we haven't seen before. So that is where we're going to end today. But if you have questions, I will stick on the Google Meet, and you can ask me after that as well. And of course, you can always send me emails too. So lastly, before I wrap up this introduction video, sliding over to Google Classroom again, how to get to this intro video as well as the question of the day. This is the Google Meet landing, or the Google Classroom landing page. Click on classwork. You see today's introduction video, and you see your first prompt, which is the where you will submit your word of the day for today. So that is how you get there. I look forward to seeing you all in class today, and I hope you have a great Tuesday day.